Hi guys, this is my reading log number 4, and the book I chose is Finding Winnie, the true story of the world's most famous bear, and it was written by Lindsay Maddock and illustrated by Sophia Blackall. It is kind of the true story of how Winnie the Pooh, which everyone knows, came about. It starts with a boy named Cole who asked his mom to tell him a story, a true one about a bear. So she started the story, and it goes on. It's about Harry Colburn and his bear, Winnipeg. It was a real bear. She was a real bear cub, and she went to the military with him and all this stuff. And so it goes on, and she helps train with the army and with Canada and stuff. In Canada, that's where it's placed. And then when it's time to fight, Henry decides that Winnipeg can't fight, so he puts her in the zoo, at the London Zoo. So and then that was the end of Cole's mom's story. And so it goes on, and Cole still wants his mom to tell her another story, so she kept going. And then it was about a boy who went to the London Zoo with his father, and he always carried a stuffed bear. Well, him and his father saw the real bear named Winnie from the first story, and they became friends, and the boy even played in the enclosure with Winnie, and he would call her Winnie the Pooh. Harry got back from the war and saw how happy Winnie was and left her, and he went back to Winnipeg, and eventually he married, had a son named Fred, and Fred had a daughter named Laureen, and Laureen, Cole's mom, then told him that Laureen had a daughter named Lindsay, which was her, and she had a son named Cole that she named after his great-great-grandfather, Harry Colburn. So that's the summary in short. And then at the end of it, it shows real pictures of all of Winnie and Harry and Christopher Robin, and kind of how this story started. Personally, I just think it's a really great book for kids because everyone grows up watching Winnie the Pooh, and it just shows them the history behind it and that it was a real thing. I relate to the story in the fact my grandpa had a bear cub when my mom was growing up, and I've seen pictures and heard stories about this bear whole life, so I just thought it was kind of funny. That was kind of the same thing. And then the activity I chose was, I think it'd be fun for children to pick an animal of their own, name it, and make up a story about the animal, kind of like Cole's mom did, even though their stories may not be true like hers was, but it just kind of helps them be imaginative and get their creative juices flowing. So overall, this was a really cute book, and now I know a lot more about Winnie the Pooh, which was one of my favorite TV shows, movies, whatever you want to call them, growing up, and even the books. So thank you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful